Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Early 7 Farm. Last week I shared with you an illustration of a quick plan how we wanted to build our automatic waterer here at the farm. It's primarily for the ducks, but it can be also used for the chickens, turkeys, geese and goats. I wanted to do this project last weekend, but I got into a roadblock because when I purchased all the materials that I need for the project, I found out that the 3 inches is too small. So I purchased a 4-inch pipe instead of a 3-inch. But when I test fit everything last weekend, I don't have any room to fit the float bulb into the 4-inch elbow. I wanted to put it out early on this build that we will not follow exactly what's on the animation, because instead of an elbow I will use a 4-inch T. At least I have room to maneuver and place the float bulb. Today we're going to build the automatic waterer. First, for the materials that we need a 1/2 inch PVC pipe, a ball bulb that will regulate the flow of the water from the main source, a unisil, a 1/2 inch unisil, so we can attach the PVC pipe to the T. We also need a 4-inch. As I've mentioned, we will be using 4-inch PVC for this project, so 4-inch T. And we will have the main pipe as 4-inch as well. I purchased a long black PVC, but for this build purposes we're going to just use a shorter length PVC. This can vary how long do you want your water to be, depending on the animals that will use it. We will also need a clean out fitting so we can close the end of the waterer. Let me put this aside. And for the tools, we will need a angle grinder, a drill, and hole saw, so we can drill the hole for the unisil. We also need sealant, file, and then the PVC cutter. And of course, don't forget the safety goggles when you're using power tools. Let me start by doing a test fit again of all the parts that we need. Again, I'm using a T instead of an elbow. So I'll put a T here at the front end. I will use a coupling to secure and fit the clean out fitting. So this will go here and this one goes to the end of the pipe. So as you can see, test fitting this, you have the clean out here, you have the T on the front. So it's basically as simple as this: cutting a hole on top of the PVC pipe and you're almost done. And for this one, we're doing an automatic waterer, so we will have to do a little bit of work because we wanted to put here inside the T and connect the main water source here. Let me remove all of the fittings again so we can start cutting. Okay. Here we're going to make a line to where we wanted to put the hole in the main pipe. Let's put 4-inch or 3-inch in front to mark as our line of cut. have it there. We'll put another at the another line at the end. You can use a long wood. In this case, I'm using a 1x2 to make my straight line. Going to put it here where the line that I have it. And then I will just make a straight line. It will also help if your marker has a white ink or a gold ink, so you can see it better, but this also will work because you can see it also. Okay, so I think I got all the lines that I need. I'll just need to connect this one there, and then the other one here. Now we got all the markings that we need. We'll just start cutting using the grinder. So let's put on the goggles and then let's start this. You can go to the other end to cut the line where you put the line. So I have made the horizontal cuts. You can see it there, and then you can see it here as well. Now I will do the long cut to make an opening to our PVC pipe. Okay. I can still see my line, so I'll just follow it. So I made the first cut here, and then we'll do the second cut on the other side. I have cut the hole on the top of the 4-inch PVC pipe. We're almost done to the main part of the waterer. The next thing we'll do is to put the uniseal on the top of the T-fitting. When we're putting the uniseal, we need to make sure that the lip of the uniseal will not touch on the edge of the T-fitting. So what you're going to do is reverse your T before you make a marker. This way you'll sure that your uniseal will be perfectly fit on the T-pipe. Using the marker, I will make a hole here. Then I will start drilling a hole to fit the unisil. Let me put this one aside. Let's drill the hole. For this unisil, we will use this hole saw to drill into the T-pipe. We need to make sure that the hole saw is slightly smaller than the unisil rubber. Okay, so first let me do a pilot hole using a knife, any pointed tool. Just make a hole on the surface of what you're drilling. After making the pilot hole, you can start drilling. You already have your pilot hole. You can also put your drill in reverse so the cut will be much smoother. Okay, so we have the pilot hole. Now we have the hole for the unisil. There you go. You have a perfect seal for your pipe to go through. Now that you have the unisil set up, you can now work on the float bulb. Make sure that directional arrow is pointed from the main source going to the waterer. For this one, I will try to use an adapter so I can thread the float bulb to the PVC pipe. Okay. So this will be threaded on this one. This is how it will look inside the T-fitting. There is where your water will be coming from. The main water source is here, then will pass through here going to the main PVC pipe. I will use the pipe glue to connect the float bulb to the main PVC pipe. Okay, so let it dry for now. As you can see, I pulled this so I can just attach this one, but I'm going to put it back as soon as this dried up. Now that we have our main float bulb attached to the PVC, we can pull this. Then we can start putting this, connecting the PVC pipe to the water. We will put a sealant here and then we'll put the ball bulb in front of the float bulb. Okay, so let's seal this one. We'll try to put a generous amount of uh, glue. To make sure that we have a good fit and there is no leak once we have the two pipes together. We have a seal around the pipe, and then we'll attach it to the main T pipe. So we'll just spread the pipe sealant in and around the edge of the T. This will ensure that there's no leak around the pipe. We have attached the T. As you can see, there is the float bulb and the T here. Now we will attach the coupling at the other end of the waterer. So again, put generous amount of PVC glue or sealant so you will have a good fit. So right, couplings in, and then again just spread the glue around, push it at the edge of the coupling, and work around the pipe. We have the T in front and we have a coupling at the back. Now we can put our clear out bulb other end of the coupling. So what I'll do is put a sealant into the clean out fitting to make sure we have enough seal here. Just spread it and going to push it later. Okay, put it at the other end, just push it all the way and then wipe the excess sealant that's there, and then just spread it around to make sure that there's no glue on the thread. We are almost complete with the build. So we have the float bulb and the clean out fitting at the end. I removed the cover first to make sure I will not be putting glue on it. The next thing that we will do is put the other clean out below the T-fitting. Again, I'll put the glue around. Then put it at the bottom here. Let me remove the cup so I can put the glue around the edge of the fitting. This way we are sure that there is no leaks that will happen on our water. And even if it has leaks, we can always put additional sealant on it. Okay, okay, so we have closed the bottom of the T-fitting. Okay, and then we have also closed the end of our water. The next thing we will do is put the ball bulb on our PVC pipe, on the front of our PVC pipe. You can use a hacksaw or you can use this pipe cutter. Okay, okay, so let's use PVC cement, the pipe. Okay, and then the other one, we'll also put it here. Okay, so our assembly is complete. We got the main water source, the ball bulb that regulates the flow, the float bulb that will regulate the level of the water that is filling the waterer, and then we have the end clean out fitting that we can use every time we want to clean the waterer. I'll let this set for a while and we will revisit it and test it with the ducks as soon as the sealant dries up. Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Early 7 Farm. So yesterday we've completed the build for our DIY automatic duck waterer. I let it sit overnight to have the sealant cure and harden. So today we're testing it. It's a rainy Sunday afternoon here. You can see from the background the clouds are covering the mountain. We just had a good rain this morning. To test the DIY waterer, I've set it up here. I've tied a temporary string to level it on the ground. So this is the main pipe where the ducks will put in their beaks to drink. And then this is the housing of the float bulb that regulates the level of the water in this 4-inch PVC pipe. And this is the ball bulb that connects the waterer to the main water source, which is connected via this hose. So before we test this, let me show you my current setup for the waterer to give you an idea why we tried to come up with a more improved water drinker. This is the current waterer setup that we have in the farm. It's also a DIY auto waterer, but the challenge we have here is that the ducks would drink from it but also use it as their swimming pool. So as you can see how muddy the water on this drinker. On the build that we will do, hopefully we can get the same value in terms of water management in the farm, but at the same time we can keep the water fresh and always clean for the ducks. It's time to test this. I have opened the faucet, going through this hose to the waterer. Right now the ball bulb is still closed, and I will try to open it slowly so we can have just enough pressure for the water to fill this waterer. I'm opening it now. It should start flowing water. As you can see, the float bulb is working, so it's starting to fill the 4-inch PVC pipe with water. And let's see how it will fill the waterer and automatically turn off the water flow. The water is flowing, and this is the clean out bulb. You can open this one. I'll try to open it to show you how we will clean the waterer. So when you open this, it's just let all the water from the pipe flow, and then you can start cleaning the pipe. Then you can close again. The waterer can start to refill. Okay. So as you can see, the ducks are here now waiting to test the waterer. We will wait to see at what level the float bulb will stop. I hope you're seeing the water flow. The water is flowing again from the ball bulb, going to the float bulb, and going to the main 4-inch PVC for the ducks to drink. Okay, so the water stopped. So it's still finding the level of water. So it looks like the waterer is working because it filled the pipe with water, and then the float bulb stopped the flow of the water. I'll go a bit far from the waterer so the ducks can try it. Let's see if they will discover it. Most of them is going towards the pipe already. All right, looks like we have our first customer, and more is coming. So they found it. See how the water flows. I am very happy to the outcome of our waterer. As you can see, the ducks are gathering around it now, and some of them are trying it, like this guy. See, so it looks like it will be put into use starting today, and they will have fresh water without any dirt to drink from. The ducks are loving their new waterer. I hope you got some ideas on how you can build your automatic waterer for your ducks, chickens, geese, turkeys, and goats. Again, thank you very much for joining us, and I'll see you next time.